Welcome everybody live here on YouTube to the OetjenTwins channel. This is our betting rendition and our player props here for the NBA. Today we're going to be breaking down December 11th, 2021. We got 7-game slate today. I am Noah. This is JoJo. We're the OetjenTwins.
How we doing, baby? I'm ready to get into it. We had a good night last night, 1-0, and we're back ready to roll.
Let's go. So Joe's been he was up pretty late last night. I had to give him a few phone calls, say, let's go. It's time to get up, time to get the show going. But he was up putting the matchups together, putting his column together to get us ready for today's 7-game slate. So we want to jump right into it. So today, we got a game coming up here in just a little bit between the Orlando Magic and the Los Angeles Clippers. This one I'm pretty excited about. We get a 3:40 start time. So it's coming up here soon. So we're going to jump into this one really quickly, get this one to you guys so you can be ready to rock and roll here in a couple hours. So Joe, Orlando going to the Clippers. Last time they met, Clippers handled them pretty good, but that was last year. Same thing without any Kawhi. So what are we looking for this time?
Yeah, without Kawhi, and PG's actually out again today. I got to see if you can pull up over there on the injury report. Let's see if Batum's actually in or out. He was questionable. I'm not sure if he's going to be in or out. But it's a good matchup here for the Clippers. The Magic they're just not very good. I looked up last night; they've not been favored one time all year, so it just tells you they're just not very good.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson with PG out, everybody gets a lot of tick up in usage with PG out. He shot 22 times last game. I expect a lot of the same tonight. So I went up and took his over 20.5 points as one of my favorite props of the day. And what do we have here? So Batum's doubtful. Okay, so that changes up just a little bit. He's such a good defender, and they play a lot better when he's on the court. So I'm not going to touch the spread here, but I like Reggie Jackson over 20.5 points. And I would go ahead and take Marcus Morris over points as well. He's got a favorable matchup here. I think Franz Wagner will be on him, and Wagner's just I'll take big boy Marcus Morris over Franz any day of the week, especially when he's going to get a lot of volume here today. So those are my two favorable picks. I do have Reggie Jackson on there over 5.5 assists just because of the usage. It's not an official pick, but just one of those I'm leaning towards. I just think it's a really good game for him.
Yeah, he's hit it lately. Just playing really well. Obviously, with no PG, no Kawhi, it's a big spot for Jackson. He's just not shooting very well. I mean, from three, shooting like 24% on the year. I was looking yesterday, he shot 22 shots in the last game. So I really like his points over, but he really hasn't been able to hit that mark. But with PG out today, he might be able to get there. So
it's one of those, like you said yesterday, it's a principle. Buddy Hield was so low. We had to take it. It's just he's getting the volume. We just got to believe against if it maybe had been against the Heat or somebody like that, I'm not touching it. But against the Magic, I'll take it every time.
Yeah, so we'll jump over here. That game actually just got pulled down on FanDuel, I think also on DraftKings, so keep an eye out for that one. But anyway, moving on, Utah Jazz at the Washington Wizards, plus 6.5. JoJo was on this last night. He texted me, he said, come on, get Utah now at 5.5. Now we've got Kuzma's out. This line might be moving again. Yep, 7.5 now, so our ticker's a little bit wrong there. But 7.5, the Jazz, we were all over Donovan Mitchell's points last night at 24.5, bumped up to 25.5. So I'm sorry that if you join the Discord, that's a huge point here. Join the Discord. We just got to go on OetjenTwins. JoJo will leave that in the description below. But anyway, we got it at 24.5, now at 25.5. Now with Kuzma out, 7.5. Joe, what's your lean here now that line's moving, but we're on it early, so we got it to it early.
Obviously you want to get on the lines early. -5 I thought was kind of a bit of a steal. I mean, the Jazz have just been playing so good, and the Wizards have not. They've been playing pretty bad. Donovan Mitchell is on a tear. I mean, he scored 30 plus in 5 straight. Well, he didn't get it last game. The only reason he didn't get it is because they blew him up by 40, so he didn't get a play. He only played 20 some minutes. I really liked it at 24.5 last night. Now it's at 25.5. They don't have anybody to really stop him. Daniel Gafford down in the paint doesn't scare me too much against Spida. So I took that. And then last night, obviously, you want to get ahead of it. -5. Those 2 points are huge. 2.5 points are huge. I don't know if I would take it. 7.5 is just a lot in the NBA in a professional league. 5 is a little bit better. I don't hate it, but might want to stay away since you missed it at the -5. But yeah, that's what I have for tonight. Just a good matchup and a really just a much better team than the Wizards. So
yeah, if you're enjoying this broadcast, go ahead, hit a like, leave a comment with your favorite plays of the day. We're going to keep moving. Can you plug that in real quick? Houston Rockets at the Memphis Grizzlies. This game, I mean, Rockets 7-game win streak ended last night. That was pretty exciting that they were able to get that going.
I mean, out of nowhere, they just rattled off 7 in a row. I'm like, where did this come from? After a 1-16 start.
Yeah, who I'm really excited is Garrison Matthews just chucking. We had his over points, rebounds, and assists hitting the second quarter. Actually played against him there in college. Just throwing that out there. He was played at Lipscomb. So anyway, let's jump into this one. I know we've been really big on Bane. Bane's points is now up to 19.5, which is quite high, quite steep. I almost thought about taking the under on that one. What are we doing with this one? 8 points favorite here for the Grizzlies, 220 total.
Yeah, so just to talk about the matchup really, because the props weren't out last night when I looked at it, so I didn't really have any picks here for it. But like you said, the Rockets 7-game win streak. I think it ends. Tonight. They're on a back-to-back. They got beat up by they lost their 7-game win streak last night against the Bucks, and I think they lose again tonight against the Grizzlies. It's a -8 spread. Nothing I really love here, so I wouldn't touch the spread here or the team total. I think the lines are set pretty well, but like you said, Garrison Matthews is one. If his props, I don't know what they have his props at. Do you know what his props at?
I don't know right now. I'm actually putting in a bet right now. I use a couple different resources for player props as well, so I'm actually getting in on one right now in that game. So, is that all for that game? I know we didn't really have a player prop for this one.
They don't have the Rockets props up, so it's a pass for me for now. And Bane's points are too high.
Little insight. So I'm taking Kevon Looney over 5.5 rebounds at plus money, plus 100 on DK. That's going to be moving here within seconds. So if you're out here, the few that you're watching here, we appreciate you joining us. Go ahead and take that one. Looney over 5.5 rebounds in that Golden State game. Let's keep going, Joe. So we got the Cleveland Cavaliers 6-point favorites. You really bid on the Cavs all year long. We were all in on Mobley, just a stud. I mean, just a stud. It's just so fun watching those. Hey, we're twins, but we called Jared Allen and Mobley the Twin Towers over down there in Cleveland. So what do you like here? You still thinking it's going to be a rout, or what's our line here? What are we going with?
-7 last night. Looks like it's gone down 0.5 point. Like you said, the Cavs, their defense is just phenomenal. And the Kings are they're atrocious. I mean, they look absolutely horrible. They have no offense. Their coach basically tells them just go out and run and play zero defense. And that's what they do night in, night out. They give up 130 points. They play zero defense, and they just chuck. So the Cavaliers are a team that you just can't do that against. I mean, they are a very fundamentally sound team. They play hard. They play together. And you can't get many easy looks at the bucket. So you're going to be settling for a lot of jump shots. The total I don't want to touch, but the Cavs -6.5. Feed me that all day, every day. The Kings are just bad. Like, I think they handle them very well here tonight. They're both on a back-to-back, and the Cavs blew out the Timberwolves last night. Timberwolves, right? Was it Timberwolves last night?
Yeah, it was Timberwolves last night. We had the T-Wolves we were talking about. We said, do we go with our team, or do we make money? So we thought we'd make money.
We're making money, and so I'll just take the Cavs, the team that didn't have to play, near as many minutes for their starters. We're able to rest some. So I think K-Love will actually play today. Sometimes he doesn't play in the back-to-backs. He's old as dirt. But he'd probably play today and be full minutes. So give me the Cavs today.
Yeah. Okay. So we like the Cavs. Any player props in this game that you kind of like? Anyone that you could get a lean for our viewers here? Is this kind of just?
I haven't looked at any props this game. It wasn't up last night. If I had to take one, it would be Jared Allen or Evan Mobley. Probably Evan Mobley. I think he gets a really good matchup here. Rashawn Holmes, I believe, is still out. And I think it'll be Harrison Barnes on him. And give me Evan Mobley.
All right. One team that we've really enjoyed watching, obviously, it's just been a fun year getting Levine and DeRozan and Lonzo together. Is DeRozan back in today?
No, he's still out.
Okay, so he's going to be out, but we got the Bulls Heat. Joe, can you put that ticker down there? We'll get the Bulls Heat. We got it's a pick 209.5, a low total. Just a fun team to watch. We like watching Lonzo. Everybody likes watching Lonzo. His brother's out still. So what are we doing with this one?
Yeah, like you said, the Bulls are just a very good team. And let's see. DeMar is out. Okay. Just want to make sure. Caruso's questionable still, so we'll get that news later.
Yeah.
But it's a good spot for Lonzo. The Heat give up the most threes in the league, so I put it in there. Lonzo Ball, 5 threes made, a little value play for you, plus 320. What is that, FanDuel?
That was at FanDuel. It's moved now. It's now 310, but 310.
Jump on it. Get on the train, boy. Get on the train. So yeah, I'll take Lonzo over points, over threes. 2 plays that I really do like today. Both teams are really depleted. Jimmy's out, Bam's out for the Heat, but I do like the Heat to win this game. I think they play so well. Even when their stars are out, the system that Spoelstra's got there, he's got the boys buzzing. Hero steps up. Other people make plays. Max Strauss has been shooting lights out. So I like the Heat to win the game tonight. If you're taking some money line plays.
Yeah, Joe, let's go back and answer this question real quick. Do you think the Kings Cavs game, you said you didn't want to take it. Do you have a lean here, though, over the 217.5?
I would take the Kings total under.
Kings total under. Okay, and then the next question, we'll just jump on this one. This game's coming up in just a second, but the Nuggets Spurs game, will it go over? This one, I'm on the over. I like the over. I watched them play 2-3 nights ago. We had a little parlay that hit on Aaron Gordon rebounds in the last seconds. But anyway, 218. I would lean the over on that one, but not on the first one. All right, let's keep it rolling.
I don't really love that Kings pick either. That's just if a gun's at my head, I'll take it, but I really don't want to touch that game.
Yeah, so
just because the Kings play 0 defense, there could be so many possessions in that game. It's one I would stay away from.
Yeah, it's always fun getting a late night sweat. I don't know, if you're in here, you probably like sports gambling and you like paying attention to these games. The West Coast, when the Kings play and they get those 10:30 start times here on the East Coast, those are some of the best same game parlays to fire up because you're pretty sure they're going to be going over, especially Portland, the Kings. That's always so much fun. So Golden State Warriors at the 76ers. I know last game when Steph played, I took him for 10 threes because I was like, he's going to go get the record. But now tonight, maybe he's going back for it in Philadelphia. This should be a fun game. It's on ABC, primetime game. Starts, I think, at 8:30. So +3, 212. Any leans on the total or the spread here or we're more on player props here?
Yeah, there's no way I would take the 76ers here, right? I mean, the Warriors are so good. They don't have anybody really injured, I don't believe, on their injury report. I think -3 is actually a steal of a number. When I first looked at it last night, excuse me. I like the Warriors -3 a lot. Embiid could give them problems. They like to funnel. The Warriors funnel everything to the paint, and then they rotate out, and they give up just a lot. They're going to give up 2s and 3s. And Embiid's a guy that they can really slow that down, slow those rotations down. He'll just let them get set up and then work out of it. And they don't have anybody that can really guard him one-on-one. I mean, nobody can guard Embiid one-on-one in the league. So I did take his over points. Embiid, we got the ticker here for you.
Yeah, throw that up there. And also, that's why we just said, I don't know if you're able to get on it, but since we're back on this, Kevon Looney over 5.5 rebounds. Even if it's juiced up, it's good up to about 130. I would be taking it. It's just like you said, it's a slow-paced matchup. Embiid's going to miss some shots, and Looney's going to probably have a few extra minutes tonight trying to guard Embiid. He's the biggest body they have. I mean, if you throw someone else, I mean, Draymond's going to do his thing, but it's just a tough matchup. Embiid's just that talented that it's good to have that extra body, especially with foul trouble. I expect a good 6-7 rebounds from Looney tonight. So it's a pretty good play.
Yep, and then always you could take Steph's threes, right? I mean, he's going for he's going for the record. Everybody wants him to get the record. Might as well do it against his brother in the same building and let him see it too. So what does he need, 10? Is that what he needs tonight?
He needs 10. They haven't played against since that
Go
last
ahead,
time.
fire up 10 threes at plus 1,000 and print. So, but that would be fun though. Be awesome.
It's awesome. Okay, last game here on the day. Thank you for joining us here live on YouTube, OetjenTwins. We try to keep these videos under about 15, 20 minutes, depending on how big the slate is. We want to bring you the most info, the best value for you guys, and we want to take care of your time. Your time is valuable, and to come join it with us, we really appreciate it. Last game, Joe, Denver Nuggets at the San Antonio Spurs. It's a pick 'em as well. Spurs getting a point at home, 218.5. I think we saw this one. Like we just said, we saw this one a couple days ago. Maybe this was the last time they played. I'm guessing that's what this is. We've seen that a lot in the NBA this year. What are we doing?
I mean, same thing we did last game. I mean,
Flip a coin?
No, I lean the Nuggets here. With Joker, they they don't really have anybody to guard him. He went off last time. Are you going to go back to your Aaron Gordon rebounds again?
No, that
That was a sweat, wasn't it?
That was a sweat. I'm not in for that anymore. He just doesn't. We're guys who watch the tape. We're going to watch all the games. Joe's got the league pass. We sit down. We enjoy it. He's just not somebody that really attacks the glass. It's all matchup dependent. And that's why I took it this last time. I thought he could, do it. And then after watching the game, it's just not a great play. So we're going to stay away from the player props on this one. But anything else, Joe, as a slate in the whole, what are you excited for? Final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game, Warriors versus the 76ers. I think everybody is. It's a good one. I want to see Steph break the record for sure. And I think Embiid's in for a big night. So I think I might put a little same game parlay, Embiid over points, Steph over threes, and Golden State -3. So there's my little same game parlay for you guys.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it. Next video is going to be coming out tomorrow. More NBA tomorrow. I know big NFL day, but we live in the NBA streets. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right.
Peace.